and he's our Don Bradman. Now I ask you, is he any good?
The skill that Bradman had, a bit like some of Steve Smith's batting, was being able to work the ball anywhere between third man and fine leg to the boundary. This appetite the man had for going on and on and on. And that's why he's without doubt the #1 run-scoring phenomenon that cricket has had.
Just how good was he?
There's all my photos.
Historian and statistician Charles Davis wrote the book on Bradman, literally.
By looking at everybody's statistics, you can look at patterns. You find that batting averages and other stats form what's called a bell curve.
These are the averages of every Test cricket player. The higher the bar, the greater the number of players with that average score. Here's Alan Border. Here's Brian Lara. Here's Sachin Tendulkar. And here's Don Bradman with his iconic average of 99.94.
Which makes his career pretty much impossible.
He famously fell 4 runs short of an average of 100 with a duck in his final innings. But on looking through an old Bradman scorecard from a test in 1928, Davis found something extraordinary.
A scorebook that's got a boundary in the wrong place, that leads to a possibility that Bradman scored 4 more runs.
When Davis made the discovery, it was a sensation, but it hasn't been universally welcomed. The scorer of the match, Bill Ferguson, was the finest of his time and is still widely respected.
He was the best scorer. He scored over 1,000 first-class games and tour matches. You're destroying a career that someone scored over 1,000 matches for 4 runs just because it was Bradman.
I once suggested to Wisden I could write an article on my work and how the question marks that have come up, and they rejected that idea.
Well, it's going to muck up all those stats that have been lingering for so long. That's probably why Wisden rejected it. They weren't going to go back and write 100 years of history again.
We'll never solve the mystery of Bradman's 4 missing runs, but that won't change his legacy anyway. All the runs, the adulation, the respect, and yes, that 1948 duck.
Arthur Morris was playing in that game, and years after he went back to England on business, he was asked by a rather stuffy Englishman, Arthur, you played some cricket, didn't you? Where were you when Bradman got out for a duck in his last innings? He said, I was at the other end. Oh, really? Did you make any runs? I made 196. No one remembers that. All they remember is Bradman's duck.
Our Don Bradman,
The greatest game in the British Empire.
back home.